Okay, I'll just wait for a minute for others to join and then we'll get started. Okay, let's get started. So today we are going to do inequalities, right? Okay, let's start with this one. 5x plus 8 by 4 minus x is less than 2. Now, how do we solve this? So let's take two different approaches. Method 1. Method 1 is I just cross multiply. So 5x plus 8 less than 2 into 4 minus x. So I get 5x plus 8 less than 8 minus 2x. And then I move x to one side. So 7x is less than 0. So that means x is less than 0. Right? Okay. So x is negative. Right? Now, do you think that this is the right solution? Do you think that this is the right solution that I've done? Are you able to follow what I'm saying? How many of you didn't understand what I just said or did? I just cross multiplied the two sides and I rearranged and I got the solution as x less than 0. Now, my question is this solution correct? Anyone? Is this solution correct? Okay. Let me work a different method. The second method. 5x plus 8 by 4 minus x minus 2 is less than 0. So 5x plus 8 minus 2 into 4 minus x by 4 minus x is less than 0. Or 5x plus 8 minus 8 plus 2x by 4 minus x is less than 0. Or 7x by 4 minus x is less than 0. Now here I have the ratio of two numbers is negative. That means one has to be positive, one has to be negative. So there are two possibilities. Either x is greater than 0 and 4 minus x is less than 0, or x is less than 0 and 4 minus x is greater than 0. So from the first case, I get x greater than 0 and x less than 4. Sorry, x greater than 4. Right? X greater than 0 and x greater than 4. So if I combine these two, I get x greater than 4. This is the common solution. Now from here, I get x less than 0 and x less than 4. That means the common solution is x less than 0. right? Are you able to understand? I'm not sure whether you guys are following or not.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So from the two methods, I'm getting two different solutions, right? From the first method, I got a solution x negative. From the second solution, I got a from the second case, I got a solution x less than 0 or x greater than 4. Now, which of these two do you think is correct? Okay, let's check it out. So x less than 0, take any value of x equal to -1. So if I put x equal to -1, then I get -5 plus 8. So 8 minus 5 is 3 by 4 plus 1 is 5. 3 by 5 is less than 2, which is correct. So x less than 0 is giving me a correct solution, right? What about x greater than 4? Take any value of x greater than 4. Let me take x equal to 5. So 25 plus 8, 33 by 4 minus 5 is -1, which is less than 2. So this is also correct. Understood? How many of you didn't understand this? See, if you don't uh, tell me, I won't be able to understand. Anyway,
Yes, sir, and I understand it.
okay. So which means that if I follow the first method, I will only get a part of the solution. I'm only getting one part of the solution, which is also there in the second case. But I'm not getting this solution, right? Which means that this is a common mistake that we do, that the moment we see inequality, we cross multiply and we solve from there. Now, if you do that, this is what happens. So what you have to do is you have to bring everything to one side and you have to take 0 on the other side. This is what you have to do. If you have linear inequalities, this is called linear inequality. Okay. Next. Okay. We go to the next one. Now, this is modulus inequality. Now, what is modulus inequality? Modulus inequality is where you have the modulus of a number. Now, what is modulus of a number? What is modulus of x? Modulus of x means this is equal to x when x is greater than or equal to 0. And this is equal to negative x when x is less than 0. So if x is negative, you take the negative of that so that it becomes positive. Modulus means it has to be positive. So this is the meaning of modulus of x. So when I write modulus of 3x minus 4 by 2, now this means that the denominator is 2, which is a positive number. So there's no question of modulus there. So that means this basically means modulus of 3x minus 4 by 2 is less than equal to 5 by 12. So now I can write 3x minus 4 is less than 5 into 2 by 12. So 3x minus 4 modulus is less than equal to 5 by 6. Now, what is the meaning of this? If I write modulus of x is less than equal to 1, what does it mean? This means there are two possible cases. Either x is less than equal to 1 or x is greater than equal to minus 1. Okay? So, which means, in other words, x will lie between minus 1 and plus 1. This is the meaning of this inequality. If modulus of x is less than 1, that means x has to be less than 1 or x has to be greater than minus 1. Clear? Okay.
Yes, sir.
So that means x has to lie between plus and minus of that value. So now here you can take this as something. Let's say I take this as z. So I have modulus of z here. If I take this as z. So the inequality here is modulus of z is less than equal to 5 by 6. So going by this logic, I will have z less than equal to 5 by 6 greater than equal to minus 5 by 6. Clear? So which means I have 3x minus 4 greater than equal to minus 5 by 6 less than equal to 5 by 6. Now you take each side of the inequality and solve separately. So first you take this side of the inequality. So you have 4 minus 5 by 6 less than equal to 3x, or 24 minus 5 is 19 by 6 less than equal to 3x, or 19 by 18 is less than equal to x.
Sir, can we not do it like at once, like both the sides at once?
You can do whatever way you want to, but the point is that there are chances of making mistake. Okay. If, I mean, even without working out all this, if you are, if you practice, you can just write the answer from this step itself without working any of this. But that needs practice. So the answer to your question is definitely yes, but you have to be 100% sure. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Then you take the other side, you get 3x minus 4 less than equal to 5 by 6. Right? So you get 3x less than equal to 5 by 6 plus 4, or 3x less than equal to 29 by 6, or x less than equal to 29 by 80. Right? So now you combine these two and you write x greater than equal to 19 by 18 and less than equal to 29 by 80. So this is your final solution. Clear? Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next one. So this is very similar to what I did in the previous case, but it's a double-sided inequality. So again, my advice is solve it one at a time. You can solve both of them together, no problem, but there could be chances of error. So if I do one at a time, then I will do it like this. 3x minus 2 is greater than x plus 4 minus x by 3. So 3x minus, or put the x to this side. So 3x minus x will give you 2x minus 2 is greater than 4 minus x by 3, or 6x minus 6 greater than 4 minus x, or 7x greater than 10, or x greater than 10 by 7. So this is from one side. From the other side, you have x plus 4 minus x by 3 is greater than 3. So you have 3x plus 4 minus x is greater than 9, or 2x greater than 5, or x greater than 5 by 2. Right? So from one side you get x greater than 10 by 7. From the other side you get x greater than 5 by 2. So what should be the solution?
X greater than
X
10
greater
by
than
7.
5 by 2.
Which one is greater, 10 by 7 or 5 by 2?
5 by 2.
5 by 2. So if I have a solution x greater than 3 and x greater than 4, then the solution should be x greater than 4, because it has to follow both. Correct? It has to follow both. Similarly, if I have x less than 3 and x less than 4, then the solution will be x less than 3. So if it is greater than two numbers, then it should be greater than the larger number. If it is smaller than two numbers, it should be smaller than the smaller number. But this has to be simultaneous. Remember that. It's not a or, it's a and. Okay. So here,
X greater
this
than
should
5 by
be
2 is the answer.
this should be a solution. Clear? Okay. Okay. Now coming to the next one. X plus 3 by x greater than equal to x by 2 minus x. Now, looking at this, okay, let me go back to the ones we did previously. Now, if you look at the first one, I missed out one thing here. I should have pointed out here that whenever you look at an expression like this, the first thing you should note down is the denominator should not be 0. That means x is not equal to 4. Now, in this case, we did not get a solution which involved 4. It was greater than 4. But just in case you got a solution equal to 4, then you have to rule that out, because in the original expression, you have a 4 minus x in the denominator, and that cannot be 0. So this is one important thing that you should always follow. So now look at this expression. So look at this expression. So tell me, what is the first thing that I should note here?
X cannot be 0 and 2.
Yes. So this is very important. You have to write it down and keep it in mind before you start solving. Next, what should we do? Should I cross multiply?
No, sir. Bring the right hand side term to the left hand side.
Correct. X plus 3 by x minus x by 2 minus x is greater than equal to 0. So now you cross multiply this and simplify. So you get 6 minus x square minus x square by x into 2 minus x is greater than equal to 0. So you get 6 minus x minus 2x square by x into 2 minus x is greater than equal to 0. Right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now how do I solve this? From here, how to solve this?
Factorize the numerator. Yes.
Very good. Factorize the numerator. So what would be my factors? Let's do it separately. 6 minus x minus 2x square. We can factorize it as 6 minus 4x plus 3x minus 2x square. Simple factorization, which is 2 into 3 minus 2x plus x into 3 minus 2x, which is 3x minus 2x into 2 plus x, which is, okay. So this is your factor. So therefore, the expression, final expression that you get is 2 plus x into 3 minus 2x by x into 2 minus x is greater than equal to 0. Now, it's a little convenient if I take the negative from 3 minus 2x and 2 minus x and negative, I make it positive. What I mean is, if I write it like this, x plus 2 into 2x minus 3 by x into x minus 2. Then basically I'm writing the same thing, right? But it's a little more convenient to deal with, right? So now I have an expression where I have two terms in the numerator and two terms in the denominator. So how do I solve this expression? So whenever you have something in the form of a by b, then this can have different cases. So a can be greater than 0, a can be less than 0, b can be greater than 0, b can be less than 0. So if I have both greater than 0 or both less than 0, then this gives me positive, this gives me positive. Or I can have a greater than 0, b less than 0, or a less than 0, b greater than 0. So if I have this combination, then positive by negative, negative, negative by positive, negative. So these two combinations will give me positive, the other two will give me negative. Correct? Right? So here I have four terms: x plus 2, 2x minus 3, x and x minus 2. So I can have different combinations, like this can be positive, this can be positive, this can be positive, this can be positive, or one of them is negative, two of them negative, three of them negative, or all four of them negative. So these are the four possibilities that I have. Okay. So which means that I have to see where each of the terms goes negative, which means they're called critical points. So for finding the critical points, you have to equate each term to 0. So that means the critical points will be x plus 2 equal to 0. So critical points will be x equal to x plus 2 equal to 0
Min
means x minus 2. Can you tell me the
minus
other
2,
critical
0,
points?
0, 3 by 2, and 2.
Very good. So you equate each term to 0 and you get the critical points. Okay. Now, instead of trying to solve it like this and getting confused, there is a very simple method to solve this. Once you get the critical points, just draw a line and mark the points here. Minus 2, 0, 3 by 2, and 2. Okay. Just mark the points in ascending order. Okay. Now, what happens when you are in this region, which means you are less than minus 2? When you are less than minus 2, then all the 4 terms are negative. Okay. So in this region, you have negative into negative by negative into negative. Correct? Which means positive by positive, that means it will be positive. So the expression will be
Yes, sir.
positive here. What will happen between minus 2 and 0?
Negative.
One of the terms goes negative. Which term goes negative? Sorry, one of the term goes positive. All 4 are negative, one goes positive. Which goes positive? X plus 2 goes positive. You take any value here, minus 1. So minus 1 plus 2 becomes positive. So 1 positive, negative, negative, negative. So that means it is negative by positive, which is negative. So here it is negative. Between 0 and 3 by 2, two of the terms become positive. One term was already positive here, right? Which is the other term that will become positive?
Sir, X.
X becomes positive. So here I get positive into negative by positive into negative. So again, I get negative by negative, which is positive. Now I go between 3 by 2 and 2. So another term becomes positive, which is 2x minus 3, right? So I get positive into positive by positive into negative. So again, I become negative. And finally, when everything is, when you are greater than 2, all 4 are positive. So this is positive. Okay. So if you just draw this diagram, this is called the wavy curve method. So the curve will go like this. Okay. To draw the curve, I'll draw the curve separately, but uh, now here you have to be careful. Why? Because you see what I told you in the beginning. X cannot be 0 or 2. What happens when X is 0 or 2? It becomes
The
undefined.
equation becomes undefined.
And in the final expression also I have X equal to 0 and X equal to 2 in the denominator, which means these values will make the expression undefined. So when you have something going undefined, that means the curve will go to both positive infinity and negative infinity at the same time. Okay. Now, what actually happens here? So, let's start with x equal to -2. So, at x equal to -2, this becomes 0. X plus 2 becomes 0. So, the curve was positive here, negative here. So, here it goes like this. Okay. And as soon as I cross 0, it should become positive. So, it goes like this. After that, between 3/2 and 2, it goes negative. And again, after 2, it becomes positive. Here,
Yes, sir.
okay. Now, if I also want to see what is the end behavior of the graph, that also I can do. Okay. So to do that, what I'll do is I'll take this expression. I'll take this expression 6 minus x minus 2x square by 2x minus x square. So this was my original expression here. I divide the numerator and denominator by x square. So I get 6 by x square minus 1 by x minus 2 by 2 by x minus 1. So as x goes towards positive infinity, 1 by x goes towards 0, right? So this term will go to 0, this term will go to 0, this term will go to 0. So it will be minus 2 by minus 1, which is plus 2. So that means the graph will tend towards the value of 2, like this. So this will be the graph. Clear? But here you are only trying to figure out where it will be positive. So your positive domains are here, here, and here. Right? So now, when you are writing the solution, you have to be careful because up to here it is positive, and again it is starting from positive at here. Now, what is the difference? Here it is the solution here is x is less than equal to -2. I'm putting the equal to because at equal to this is equal to 0 and the equal to is included here. Now here it starts from greater than 0 and becomes 0 at 3/2. So that means the solution will be x greater than 0 less than equal to 3/2. And the third solution is x greater than 2. So if you're when you're writing the full solution set, the full solution set will be x less than equal to -2 union x less than greater than 0 less than equal to 3/2 union x greater than 2. So this is the full solution set of this inequality. Is it clear? This method is called wavy curve method. These dotted lines are called vertical asymptotes. And this line is called horizontal asymptote. Okay, clear, everyone?
Sir,
Yeah.
I didn't understand the part you did below the graph. Like,
Which part?
uh,
Tell me. Tell me the values.
over there, below, you wrote vertical asymptote below that, whatever you did, I didn't understand. Oh, why you did that?
Vertical asymptote and horizontal asymptote.
Below that, what you wrote below vertical asymptote, or instead of,
This part.
yes, sir.
Okay. So to find out the horizontal asymptote means value
The value of x never reaches there.
of y as x tends to plus or minus infinity. So this is also called the end behavior.
Okay.
Okay. Now to figure out the end behavior, you should write the expression and you should divide both the numerator and the denominator by the highest power of x or the degree of x. So I divided numerator and denominator by x square. So I got the expression as 6 by x square minus 1 by x minus 2 by 2 by x minus 1. And then I checked for x going towards positive infinity. Because here I'm starting from x greater than 2 and I'm going towards positive infinity. So if x goes towards positive infinity, 1 by x term goes to 0. So 6 by x square, 1 by x and 2 by x all goes to 0. So you are left with minus 2 by minus 1, which is plus 2. That means as x goes towards infinity, the whole expression will go towards plus 2. Clear? This is the meaning of horizontal asymptote. Okay. Okay. Now we come to the next one. Now this is a relatively easier one. If you look at the expression, you should be able to identify why is it easier. X plus 1 whole square into x minus 2 by x minus 1 whole square into x plus 2 is less than 0. So what is the first thing that I should do? I should note where the expression becomes undefined. So x cannot be equal to 1 or minus 2 because they are in the denominator. So this is the first thing that I will note. Now, there is something about this expression which will simplify it to a very simple expression. Why? What is that? That is the square term. Okay. A square is always greater than or equal to 0. That means a square can never be negative. Here? Okay. Square can never be negative. Right? And since I don't have a equal to here, it is less than 0. So I can ignore the equal to here. So that means x plus 1 whole square has to be positive. So this term will be always positive. This term will be always positive, regardless of the value of x. So therefore, I can ignore these two terms and the expression simplifies to x minus 2 by x plus 2 less than 0. Now, this is a very simple one, right? So, what are the possibilities? X minus 2 greater than 0 and x plus 2 less than 0. One positive, one negative, or x minus 2 less than 0 and x plus 2 greater than 0. So, from the first case, you get x greater than 2 and x less than minus 2. From the second case, you get x less than 2 and x greater than minus 2. So, what should be your solution?
Sir, uh, x is greater than minus 2 and goes up till 2 and less than 2.
Yes. So, this combines together to give you x greater than minus 2, okay, and less than 2. But there is a restriction here. This is your
X cannot be
restriction,
minus 1.
not minus 1, plus 1.
Sorry,
It,
plus.
it cannot be plus 1. So I cannot write this because this comes into play here. So I have to write minus 2 less than x less than 1 union 1 less than x less than 2. I have to break it down into two parts. Minus 2 to 1 and 1 to plus 2. Is it clear?
Sir, how do we know not to use the other two inequalities we got?
Sorry?
So we got four sets of inequalities, right? So x is less than 2, x is greater than minus 2. And on the other side, we have x is greater than 2 and x is less than minus 2. So how do we know how not to use that?
Okay. This one. X is greater than 2 and x is less than minus 2. Can you give me a value of x where x follows this? Give me one value of x where it is both greater than 2 and less than minus 2.
All
Any
right,
value of x.
there is it.
This is not possible.
I didn't notice the and. That's the idea. That's what threw me off.
There is a and here. It has to be both
Yeah.
because this is negative. One has to be positive, one has to be negative. So this and is very important. It has to follow both. Here. Now the mistake that happens in this kind of a question is this. So most of the students will answer this and get it wrong. The actual answer is this. So when you are simplifying, you have to be not simplifying, sorry. When you are writing the final answer, you have to always check the condition for the expression to be undefined. And you have to incorporate that
Sir,
condition into your answer. Yes.
please explain why the first one is not possible.
Okay. You think of it and tell me a value under this condition. X is greater than 2 and x is less than minus 2. Give me a value of x which follows both the conditions. One value, any value. Can you think of any value of x which follows this?
No, sir.
Then that's what I said. It's not possible. This is
Oh, okay,
not
sir.
possible. It has to have a value, right? How can something be greater than 2 and less than minus 2 at the same time? If you draw the number line, This is -2, this is +2. So what you're saying is it has to be greater than 2 and less than -2 at the same time. Where is the overlap? If it is a OR, if this was OR, then it's correct. X greater than 2 or X less than -2, then it's correct. So please understand the difference here. That's why I wrote that in the beginning. Let me go back to that, or let me write it here again. These are very, very important concepts. X square greater than 2 square. What does this mean? X is greater than 2 or X is less than -2. Okay. Let me write it as X square greater than 4. This means either X is greater than 2 or X is less than -2. You can put values and check. Put X equal to 5. 5 square is greater than 4. Put X equal to -5. -5 square is greater than 4. X square less than 4. This means -2 less than X less than 2. You have to keep these two conditions in mind when you are solving inequalities. Let's go to the next one. X square minus 6x plus 8 is less than 6 minus 2x. Now there's a mod here. So how do I solve this? First of all, x square minus 6x plus 8. Now, if you factorize this, this is x minus 4 into x minus 2. Okay, let's first understand the graph here. What would be the graph of this expression? X minus 4 into x minus 2. It is a quadratic which has two roots, x equal to 2 and x equal to 4, right?
Yes, sir.
So it will be a parabola which goes like this. This is the graph of this. Okay? Right? Now, what would be the mod of this? What is the meaning of mod?
Anything below the x-axis is flipped and is above the x-axis.
Very good. In mod, you cannot have any negative value. So what will happen to the graph of this one? So wherever it is positive, there is no problem. But wherever it is negative, this negative value has to become positive when you are doing mod. So it will be reflected on the x-axis. So the graph will become like this. So this is the graph of mod of x square minus 6x plus. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is the difference between the two graphs. One is a parabola and one is this graph. Okay. So now that means we are talking about two critical points, x equal to 2 and x equal to 4, right? So when it is less than 2, it is positive. The expression is positive, right? Okay. So when x is less than 2, right, or you can write less than equal to 2 also, then the expression is positive. That means I can write x square minus 6x plus 8 less than 6 minus 2x. So x square minus 4x plus 2 less than 0, right? So what would be the solution of this? How do you solve this? X square minus 4x plus 4 minus 2 less than 0, x minus 2 whole square minus 2 less than 0, x minus 2 whole square less than 2. So now you go back to the case that I explained here. So x square less than 4 means x will lie between plus minus 2. X minus 2 whole square less than 2 means x minus 2 will lie between minus root 2 and plus root 2. So that means you get x is greater than 2 minus root 2 less than 2 plus root 2. So this is the solution when x is less than 2. Okay. Now the condition itself is x is less than 2. Right. So it cannot be 2 plus root 2. 2 plus root 2 is more than 2. So now if I take this and this condition together, then the final solution is 2 minus root 2 is less than x less than 2. This is the solution. Understood? Is it clear? Okay. What is the next region? Between 2 and 4. Okay, let me write it here. Here we don't have the inequality. So, sorry, the equality. So let me put that as inequality itself. So 2 less than x less than 4. In this region, the expression is negative. X square minus 6x. So this is negative here. So therefore, I take the negative of it. So minus of x square minus 6x plus 8 is less than 6 minus 2x. So minus x square plus 6x minus 8 less than 6 minus 2x. So I can move to the other side. So 0 is less than x square minus 8x plus 8. So in other words, x square minus 8x plus 8 is greater than 0. So then I can write x minus 2 into 2 root 2 into x x square minus 2 into 4 into x plus 4 square minus 4 square plus 8 greater than 0, completing the square. So x minus 4 square minus 16 plus 8 is minus 8 is greater than 8. So that means we'll follow this one. X square is greater than 4 means x is greater than 2 or x is less than minus 2. So which means x minus 4 is greater than 2 root 2 or x minus 4 is less than 2 root minus 2 root. So that means x is greater than 4 plus 2 root 2 or x is less than 4 minus 2 root 2. Okay. But here you have to be careful about the starting condition. X has to lie between 2 and 4. Okay. So 4 plus 2 root 2. What is the value of 4 plus 2 root 2? Root 2 into 2 plus 4. 6.8. So that means you are getting x greater than 6.8 or x less than 4 minus 2 root. Four minus 2 root 2 is 1.2.
So both are not in condition.
Either, So either
Both of
x
them
has,
not in the
yeah, either it is giving me a solution where either x is less than 1.2 or x is greater than 6.8. But what is my starting condition? X has to lie between 2 and 4. So this is less than 2 and this is greater than 4. So none of this will work. Clear? Okay, makes sense?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And the last solution is x is greater than 4. Now, when x is greater than 4, again, I get the same expression because the expression will be positive. So, x square minus 6x plus 8 less than 6 minus 2x. So, same inequality, so I'll get the same solution. Sorry, I'll get the same solution here. So, this gives me the solution of x greater than 2 minus root 2 less than 2 plus root 2. Now I check my initial condition, x greater than 4. Right? X greater than 4. Now 2 minus root 2 is less than 4. 2 plus root 2 is also less than 4. Correct? So this is not going to be a solution because x has to be greater than 4. Make sense? Okay. So the only solution is this. X lies between 2 minus root 2 and 2. Now you can also check out the solution like this. So once you draw the graph of this is the graph of the left hand side. So the graph of the right hand side will be a straight line with a slope of minus 2 and a y-intercept of 6. So y equals 6 minus 2x. What is this graph? You put x equal to 0, you get y equal to 6. So this is 1 point, and you put y equal to 0, you get x
you get
equal
x
to
is
3.
3.
So this is x equal to 3, this is y equal to 6, somewhere here. So the line will be something like this. And what is the condition? That the left-hand side graph should be less than the right-hand side graph. Right? Left-hand side graph should be less than the right-hand side graph. So these are the 2 points where the left-hand side graph is less than the right-hand side. So this is the graphical interpretation of this. Okay. Okay, so that's all for today. Okay. That's all for today. We'll meet again next time. Take care.
Thank you,
Bye.
sir. Bye, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.